Okay, hello guys, welcome to another video of today. So in today's lesson we want to continue from where we ended. So in today's lesson we shall be studying what we call intersection, or what we call a junction. So a junction or intersection is a place where at least three vehicles has to bypass, or three vehicles have to change direction. So in today's video we shall be talking about what we call intersection. So looking at the structure on the board, we have what we call the intersection, and this type of intersection we call it the T-junction. And the T-junction has a sign to indicate you, the driver, whenever you are approaching the T-junction, you will meet the sign of the T-junction, which has this shape. So when you drive and you meet this structure, or you meet this sign, this road signs, this sign tells you that there is a T-junction intersection. And whenever you are driving towards the intersection, you have to take care. Whenever you are entering a T-junction, you do not have to just enter into the T-junction. If you just have to enter, you will find yourself in an accident or in troubles. Looking at the structure or looking at the picture on the board, this is a driver which will enter the T-junction without knowing that it was a T-junction, and this is the result as you see on the screen. Entering on a T-junction without knowing, or without taking note, or without stopping, you may find yourself in this situation. Either you are hitting somebody, or somebody will hit you on the structure like this. So whenever we are going to a T-junction, we have to make sure that we go and stop before we enter into the T-junction. So let's look another image of a T-junction. So looking at this image, this is the structure of the T-junction. We see two vehicles, the vehicle who is coming and the vehicle who is passing, and the vehicle who is coming into the T-junction. The vehicle who is passing, the vehicle just has to pass and go straight. And this vehicle who is coming, who is entering into the T-junction, has two directions to go. Either the vehicle go to the right, that is, either the vehicle go to the left, or the vehicle go to the right. And ever you are entering into the T-junction, you have to go and make sure that you have to stop at the level of the stop sign which is there, because when you are entering a T-junction, there must be a stop sign which signal you have to stop. And whenever you are entering a T-junction, you have to give ways to all the vehicles that are passing on the T-junction. So whenever you are entering a T-junction, you have in mind that you have to stop, you look on the right and you look on the left before you can enter and you pass. So let's look at another structure or another shape of a T-junction, or another example of a T-junction. Okay, this is the structure of what we call a T-junction. And we see the white car, we see the red car, and we see the blue car. And the blue car one is going out of the T-junction, or the blue car want to change the direction, looking for the trafficator. Then we have the red vehicle which is passing. Then we have the white vehicle which is entering into the T-junction. So on this situation, the red vehicle has to pass first, because the red vehicle has the priority signs which give him the priority over that junction. So the red vehicle has to pass first. The blue vehicle has his own priority over the T-junction, but because the blue vehicle wants to enter, he will lose that priority. So whenever you enter into the T-junction and you want to change direction, know that you have to lose priority. So on this junction, we have the red vehicle has to pass, the blue vehicle has to enter before now the white vehicle. So that is the order of passing in this type of road or in this situation. So I would like us to go into another situation on a T-junction. Okay guys, so this is another situation we are seeing here on a T-junction, and this type of T-junction, this is two-way T-junction, but in this other one we want to talk about a one-way, or this is a two-way ordinary road, or what we call a highway T-junction. So all this junction we're talking is a highway T-junction. So on this T-junction we have the blue vehicle want to enter the T-junction, and we have the red vehicle which is passing the T-junction. So on this, in this situation, the red vehicle has the priority to pass. But on normal circumstances, if it was a normal junction, the blue vehicle has the priority to pass. But since it is a T-junction, and you know that when you are leaving a minor road and you are entering into a major road, you lost priority. So on this road, the red vehicle has to pass, then we have the blue vehicles follows. So let's move and look into another set of intersection. So I see on what we call the T-junction. Let's see another situation. So let's take another image and give you the order of passing on this junction. So we have this image, and this structure is still a T-junction, and on this road we have three vehicles. We have the blue vehicle, we have the red vehicle, and we have the yellow vehicle. So in this situation, who has the right to pass first on, or in normal circumstances, who has the right to pass first on this road? So this is the structure. We have the blue, the red, the yellow. So on this road, the blue vehicle has the right to pass first. The blue vehicle will pass first. Second, the yellow vehicle will pass, and third, the red vehicle will pass. That is, since the blue vehicle is going straight, the blue vehicle has the priority to pass and go down. Then the yellow vehicle is on a major road, so he has the priority to branch and enter, and the red vehicle will now follow. So that is the order of passing on this road. So let's move into another section. So let's go into another shape of junction. This one we have at least 4 vehicles meeting at the junction. That is the junction of 4 entrance. How are you supposed to pass on this junction? So this is the structure of a junction, and we have 4 angles on this junction. So, and on this structure we can see there are stop signs on all the 4 corners of the junction. So at this, in this situation, who has the right to pass first? So remember that at junction you give right to any vehicle who is coming on your right. Any vehicles you are coming on your right, you have to give right to that vehicle. So this is another situation. We have the red vehicle, we have the blue vehicle. In this situation, who has to give right of way to the other person? The red vehicle. That we have the red vehicle, we have the blue vehicle. So the blue vehicle has to give right to the red vehicle, because the red vehicle is coming on the right. So in this situation, the blue vehicle has to give right of way to the red vehicle. So let's take another image or another structure on how we can bypass each other, how we can use the junction. So these are two vehicles on the junction of equal order. So this is the way we have to pass the junction. So when you are crossing the junction, you have to follow the shape of these two vehicles. Look at what these two vehicles, you have to follow their lines. The red vehicles has to pass, all the vehicle has to pass at the center of the junction before they can pass or change their direction. So wherever you are meeting a junction, you have to position yourself just as these two vehicles are positioning themselves in order to take direction. So always position yourself very well at the level of intersection. So let's go into another image and see the order of passage. So we have this order structure, we have the red vehicle, and we have the green vehicles. All of them, they are coming to the junction. So who has the right to pass first on this junction? So on this junction, the red vehicle, since the red vehicles is going straight, the red vehicle has the right to pass first. And the green vehicle, since the green vehicle want to turn to the left, the green vehicle has to wait for the red vehicle to pass before the red vehicle continues. So whenever you put yourself in this type of situation, know who has the right to pass first. So let's go into another, or let's enter into another type of road, or into another type of junction, or looking at another situation when at the level of intersection. So let's just continue and look at another set of intersection. Yes guys, so guys, this is another intersection, or this is another situation when you meet an intersection. Here we have two vehicles. We have the yellow vehicle and we have the red vehicles. Both of them, they want to move towards one direction. So in this situation, who has the right of way to pass first, and who must wait for the other person? So in this situation, we have the yellow vehicle and we have the red vehicle. So in this situation, the yellow vehicle has the right of way to go first before the red vehicle, because the yellow is just turning, but the red vehicle has to pass through the center of the road. Maybe another vehicle can still be coming on the other side, that the red vehicle has to wait. So in this situation, the yellow vehicle has to go first before the red vehicle passes. So that is the order of passage in this situation of intersection. So let's look into another structure. So looking at this other structure, we have three vehicles. They are on the same intersection which has equal right, but somebody has to give road to the other person before the intersection can be saved. So in this situation, we have the blue vehicle, we have the red vehicle, we have the green vehicle. So who has the right of way, or who is the person who has the right to pass first on this intersection? So on this intersection, since the blue vehicle is going straight, and all the vehicles that are going straight, none of them is turning. Who has the right, who must wait on the intersection? Since the blue vehicle is coming on the right to the red vehicle, the red vehicle has the right to pass first as far as this situation is concerned. So here, the red vehicle has to go first, the blue vehicle, which is coming straight, has to go, and the red vehicles and the green vehicles will pass the last. So we have the red vehicle first, the blue vehicle, and the green vehicle. So that is the order of passage in this type of intersection. You give right to the person who is on your right, because the green vehicle has to give right because the blue vehicle is on his right. So he has to give the right for the blue vehicle to pass. And the blue vehicle has to give right to the red vehicle because the red vehicle is on his right. So we just have to know that whenever you are passing an intersection, you have to give right of way to any vehicle who is coming on your right. And this is the sign of what we call give away right. That is give away right sign. We have the triangle with Z inside. That is you have to go and give right of way to any vehicle that is coming on your right. So that is the structure. So let's move into another set of intersection or into another situation.